Hello again, and welcome back to the Card Mat. Right, this is my version of Las Vegas Aces by Cody Fischer. He uses a gimmick card. I'm not going to tell you about it. If you want to know about it, you'll have to buy his product. But I came up with a way after seeing that, doing it without a gimmick card. It does require a bit of sleight of hand and some duplicates, but it works. It does. I did show this about 5 years ago. I've done a performance and a tutorial. So I'll just do a tutorial here. If you want to see a performance, I'll leave a link in the description box. Right, you do need 7 cards and a pack of cards. Yeah, 7 cards. You're going to take the Ace of Clubs, the Ace of Spades, the Ace of Diamonds and the Ace of Hearts out of that packet and have them in that order: Clubs, Spades, Diamonds, Hearts. And you're going to get another Heart, Club and Diamonds out of another pack. Identical packs does help. Out of another packet, right? These ones you're going to fan out into the packet because you need to find these in like a random order. So the Ace of Clubs has got to be the one nearest to the face, right? Ace of Hearts going near the top, and you want it near the top. Gives you a lot of cover for what you got to do in a little bit. So you put all your 4 aces somewhere into the packet, just like so. Your Ace of Hearts. There are a lot of using a small packet, and there's triple 3 card pull downs, 2 card pull downs. Hard enough on a full packet, harder again on a small packet. To make it easier, just put a downward bend in your bottom right corner, and upward bend in your bottom left hand corner of your Ace of Hearts, right? And put it on the top of the packet, followed then by the Ace of Clubs, with the Ace of Diamonds being the top card. You're going to say you're going to show how gamblers can cheat at casinos and win. And to demonstrate, you're going to use the 4 aces. So you're going to turn the packet face up and go through, up jogging about halfway, all 4 aces. And it should be clubs, spades, diamonds, and then hearts. Otherwise, you haven't put them in the packet right, and you're going to get flashes of duplicate cards if you carry on with the effect. So if you do see them in the wrong order, change the effect. Another 4 ace one, right? Don't just give up. Square the packet up, tilt them cards to the side as you use your little pinky and pull down on that first break, right? So you get all 3 aces in your break and get your little finger right the way in there. Grip the packet, top and bottom, thumb down there, middle finger and ring finger if it'll fit on up there. You just pull them 3 cards away from the bottom of the packet, slide them up under cover, put your first finger at the top so you get them to go square and not protrude and stick out as you strip them 4 cards out. So you've now got all the aces in your hand. Put the packet down, facing down, holding middle grip, show the 4 aces. Being careful with this one, it doesn't split as that just did. Thank you. And also be aware of the thickness because it's quite a few cards, so keep it on the tilty down side as you put it on and square it up and turn the packet over. You then say the first thing that they'd use is a thing called a crimp. Now make sure you don't split the packet. Keep a nice square grip all around. As you deal down 2 cards, push off the 3rd card and say they'd put a crimp in a corner, which is like a little bend. Pick these 2 cards up. When you pull this back, catch a break on it. It'll make it easier because you've already got the back packet all nice and square. You don't have to try and do it again. So keep a break, put them 2 onto the top. So when they deal the cards down, when they feel the crimp, they know they've got to, well, the Ace of Diamonds. At this point, pull down on the crimp you've got now to get a break on the bottom 2 cards. Put the Ace of Diamonds on and keep a break with the Ace of Diamonds. So you've got 2 little breaks going on in there now. Pick these 2 cards up and put them on the top, keeping another break, right? So you've got 3 breaks. Pick up the top one, move it across a bit. Pick up the single card, move it across a bit. Pick up the next double, move it across a bit, pinch them all together and turn them to show the 4 aces. Yeah. First one, another one they do is called a palm. Notice the ace of spades is on the top. And bring your hand over and just palm the card away. Right. Nice way for doing this palm, because you don't really want to come over and then go, and they see movements in the fingers. So have your fingers slightly bent, and as you're coming over, just run them along the edge. So when you get into position, what's moving is the back of your hand. You're just curling the back of your hand in, because they coming in already curled. Back of your hand bends, and you've got the card away in palm underneath there. So you're left with 3 aces, because they've got them palmed one away, which they can use anytime they want. Now be careful putting it down, because it's 2 aces. So put a bend in it, put it to the table, drop it all down with your finger pushing down on it, and then pick your finger straight up. Don't slide it around, just pick it straight up, and you should stay together. Another way they cheat is a thing called a crossover move. Can you notice the ace of clubs? It's in the middle. It's an awkward one to get to. But all I've got to do is take the packet and then just rub it across there, and I can drop one card onto the table. At this point, you will push off the top card, holding the bottom lot together, turn over to show the 2 red aces, as you show the ace of clubs did go down there. Pull your ace of diamonds back on top and catch your break. Put the ace of clubs onto the top, put the ace of spades onto the top, pick them up, taking the ace of diamonds with them, slide the ace of spades and put it to the bottom, put them on the table. Take the bottom card, bring it up, and say another one they use is called the invisible palm. And you're just doing the invisible palm, where you bring your hand in, but let the card drop and pretend to take it away. Is the invisible palm, where they'll take the card away invisibly in their hand, and it's even invisible when you look that way. Until you do that, just put your hand on the table and just spread across a bit, and a card appears in the middle, at which point you want a break on the top card. So while they're looking at that, just turn your hand around, because you're only supposed to be holding one card here. Turn your hand around, quick little push off and pull back, so you've got a little break, right? As you pick these up, out jog that card, pick them up, turn it over, pull it off to show it's the ace of diamonds for the first time. You got 2 cards there now. Slide these over so the ace of spades goes underneath, right the way through, push up and pinch to keep all the cards together, and be careful putting them down. That just leaves us with the ace of hearts, which you then put onto the packet. Because the last one I'm going to show you is called a table palm. And you know the table palm, where you pretend to get the card under there, putting that down, getting that to there, going shoo-hoo, and doing that, is the table palm, where you just rub the cards into the table, and then it goes through the table and pops up here to appear, yes, you've guessed it, in between these. So we've got these 3 aces, and then the last one is the ace of hearts. And obviously you end up a bit dirty, because you've got 3 other aces right on top of your packet. You don't say nothing about that. But that's how I do Las Vegas Aces anyway, by Cody Fischer. Bit of a cheat, but it works. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. I'm sorry I'm making this video even longer. I do apologise. When you get to the part where you're going to do the palm and thinking about it, a lot of you are going to struggle. That's even handier. Yeah, because you're keeping 3 breaks. It is awkward to do. Another way you can do it is when you're picking the last 2 cards up off the table to put onto the packet, like you should have already had your breaks. You got your break already on the bottom 2. That is fine. Man, you don't even need that, because that's where you got your crimp, which is very handy. when you put these 2 cards onto the top, keep a break on them and then go, because one thing that they do, it's called a palm, and you just start messing around with the packet, so you're just getting your little break ready if you want to get a break on the top 2 cards as well. So you got 2 breaks. You don't need them now. If you got the 2 breaks, it just makes it easier, so when you're splitting these out like that to show them. If you don't want the 2 breaks, at least have the bottom break, because then you can just pull the cards out and then just put your fingers on the bottom card and slide that and then pinch and then turn them over to show all 3 aces while you've already palmed the ace of spades away, you see. Just a different way of doing it. And as I say, it could be easier because you're utilising the crimp you've already got. So you just come over and palm the cards off and pull down on your crimp as you then spread the cards out. Got to be good at your palming on this to make sure that everything looks pretty much natural and you're not flashing anything as you're doing that. To show the 3 cards as you flash the ace in your hand and then putting it down exactly the same way and carrying on from there. But just a different way of doing it. I'm going to shut up and get off now, for real. Nothing else to tell you. No. I'll just think about this a minute. I will, because I don't know. I might be back. No, I won't. Only kidding. I'll see you again soon, hopefully.